Conservation officers have euthanized another cougar. This one was in the Alberni Valley, and as our Kendall Hansen tells us, a passing motorist struck the cougar to save a domestic cat the cougar was attacking.
My first concern was the house cat, because we see it on our walk on a fairly regular basis.
Like most drivers, Alberni Valley resident Bob Cole tries to avoid wildlife he encounters on the road. But when he came across a cougar attacking a black cat, he made a split-second decision to run the cougar over.
Boy, it was a split second. I thought, honk my horn and get him to release it. But that just leaves a cougar in the neighborhood. So then my next thought was, well, you're not supposed to swerve to avoid animals because it's dangerous. So I guess I stayed in my lane and strategically dispatched the cougar as best I could.
It happened here on Lakeshore Drive Tuesday afternoon. As Cole rounded the corner, he saw a cougar which he knew was likely the same cougar causing problems in his neighborhood. He thought it would be best to try and kill it and save someone's pet at the same time.
Amazingly, the cat got away. I looked in my driver's mirror. The cat was running down the road towards its home, going full bore. The cougar, I saw in my other mirror. I watched it crawl off the road, and I knew I'd broken its back. And it went into the ditch, and I stopped and called 911.
Conservation officers responded and tracked the injured cougar a short distance before putting it out of its misery. They believe it was the same feline pawing on the window of a home in the area that they tried to track just a day before, and it wasn't doing well.
The officers reported it as being extremely skinny, and it was missing a large amount of hair around its back end and along its tail. Hard to say what caused that. It may be a disease or it may have been something else, previous injury, but we don't know.
As for Cole striking the cougar with his truck, conservation officers say they don't encourage it.
We're not going to follow up with it. Obviously, it was done with the best intention, but certainly, in this instance, the cougar didn't go very far. But if this person had injured the cougar and perhaps it had gotten into somebody's house, it's hard to say what's going to happen. So it's best to just leave it to the professionals if you see that sort of thing happening.
In the black cat Cole saved, we canvassed the neighborhood and could not find the cat, who barely escaped to live another day.